Their flagship phone from Samsung is back. The Samsung Galaxy Note FE is officially the oldest Samsung phone to get one UI update. It's pretty much like the Galaxy S10 Plus. All the great features are here. It's very surprising that this 2016 phone that originally came out with Android Marshmallow update has the official Android 9.0 buy with full-fledged One UI. Now, in case you don't remember, the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 was the best of its time. When it came out, it was instantly a hit. A lot of people thought that's going to be the best phone of the year. But sadly, something really tragic started to happen, and Samsung had to recall the Galaxy Note 7. After a couple of months, Samsung brought this phone back in the form of the Note FE. It only came back in limited numbers, and originally it costed around $900 something. But nowadays, I've seen it as cheap as $250, which is indeed a very cheap price. But is it worth it? I mean, is the Galaxy Note FE worth it compared to the era of bezel-less phones that we currently live in? So coming back to the Galaxy Note FE made me realize how beautiful this phone was when it first came out. I mean, sure, for 2019 status, you definitely see this phone as a obsolete design, but looking back at it, I can definitely say from a design standpoint, this was the best bezel phone a company can ever make. It's not only the best Samsung phone with bezels, but it's also the best overall phone that was ever released to market with this old design language. And putting it side by side to the Galaxy S10 Plus, you can see so much has changed. This was Samsung's comfort zone. Like, everything was so perfect with the Note FE. It's got a gorgeous, super premium design. The display itself is the best of the best. It was the most accurate OLED display of that time. And still, it looks really sharp compared to the 2019 Galaxy S10 Plus. Like I said, this was Samsung's comfort zone, but nothing grows in the comfort zone. Samsung had to break through and keep innovating in order to reach the level of infinity that they have achieved right now. But apart from the looks, there are some things that the Galaxy Note FE just does better. For example, the good old fingerprint scanner that always works, like always. You just press the key and it just unlocks. In comparison to this, the S10 Plus fingerprint scanner is really good, but the consistency of it is still not as good as a physical fingerprint scanner. Of course, this is the first generation. We're definitely going to see more improvement as we move forward. Other than that, you get a little bit more durability because of the bezels, and if you're a gamer, you have more space to rest your fingers as you play your game. Now, what's really amazing is that Samsung updated this phone to One UI. Again, a 2016 phone that originally came with Marshmallow got updated with the latest One UI software, which is something that Samsung doesn't do. They only provide 2 major updates, but this might be a sign that Samsung might actually change its update schedule, at least for the Note family, to 3 major updates. And as far as the performance is concerned, the Galaxy Note FE is keeping up surprisingly well. Now, I'm going to perform a quick speed test just to demonstrate how much a difference there actually is between the 2016 hardware versus the 2019 hardware. Now, the Galaxy Note FE comes with Exynos 8890 chip along with 4GB of RAM. This is the same chip that we see inside the S7 family, but for some reason they haven't updated the Galaxy S7 family to the One UI. Only the Note FE got the chance to taste the pie, which again makes this phone the oldest to get this update. So let's see how it stacks up against the fastest phone from Samsung right now, the S10 Plus. So I'm just going to quickly boot them up, and just to get a general idea of the software boot of time with this older hardware and the newer software. So let's see, Galaxy S10 Plus obviously is going to be faster, and we're just here for the difference. Oh, okay, so this is pretty surprising. The Note FE actually boots up faster in One UI compared to the Galaxy S10 Plus. I did not expect that to happen. Wow. Opening some applications, starting with the basic phone dialer, and as expected, slightly quicker on the S10 Plus settings. Moving on to third-party applications, starting with Subway Surfers, and this is where you're definitely going to see your money's worth, because performance is so damn improved on the S10 Plus. You can see the huge difference there. Asphalt 9, another game, and once again you'll see the S10 Plus just blazing through the app, and that's, again, like I said, the main area where your money is paid. But still awesome to see a 2016 phone at least competing with the phone of today's You can see the S10 Plus just so damn OP and out in their game. In some games, you'll definitely see a lot of difference. In others, you won't. And you might say that, oh, this is just a few seconds of difference, but believe me, when you're using a phone, it really does make a whole lot of difference in the long run. So we have YouTube, again, Galaxy S10 Plus slightly quicker, Instagram, and definitely the S10 Plus quicker with the latest speed. You can still see that the things that work.
My friend Instagram profile.
No problem with scrolling whatsoever. Let's check out the Instagram camera. About the same on both phones. Maybe the Note FE slightly quicker. And lastly, we'll be launching cameras at the same time. That's faster on the S10 Plus. Again, with that old hardware, this phone is definitely keeping up just fine against the S10 Plus. This is a top tier $1,000 product against a $250 phone that you can now buy. Of course, unofficially, but it still runs the latest software as the S10 Plus. Let's load some websites real quick, and the S10 Plus done, followed by the Galaxy Note FE, about 2-3 second difference there. If we scroll around, definitely no problem. Next on the list is Apple.com, and again, the S10 Plus finished up faster. You definitely have a lot of improvement when it comes to the browsing as well. The time for a quick RAM management test. You can see phone download still there. Subway Surfers, that is still there on both phones. Settings, Asphalt 9, and both phones are on the loading screen actually, so I won't count this as a refresh. Reddit, still there. Pinout, Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, and we are back to the browser. So all the apps are actually still in the memory with the Galaxy Note FE despite having just 4 GB of RAM. Obviously, I didn't do my 8K image rendering test, but all I can see is that this phone, despite being old, with the latest software, is doing just fine. Now let's talk about the camera. The Galaxy Note FE only has one single 12-megapixel shooter. We have phones coming out with triple cameras and even 4 cameras on the back. Having multiple cameras is now the standard, but I gotta say the single camera on the Note FE is still better than the current Samsung mid-range phone. It still does outperform them in terms of photo quality, and the images are sharp, have nice clarity and colors. Even next to the Galaxy S10 Plus, you can't really tell a major difference as far as the outdoor photos are concerned. Now you might be thinking that because it has only single camera lens, there is no way to take portrait images. And I'm here to tell you that you are wrong. You can actually take portrait images from front and back camera. And not only that, you can also take great overall pictures in low light thanks to the Google camera application. Now there is no official Google camera application for the Galaxy Note FE, but because it has the same chipset as the S7 family, you can go ahead and install the S7 Google camera version 8.2 on the Note FE, and it works flawlessly. If you want the portrait mode to work, you have to go into settings and then head to advanced settings. And from here, you need to change one option and one option only, which is the config camera HDR+. So set it to Nexus 6 instead of Pixel 2017. And once you do that, restart your phone, restart the camera app, and pretty much everything will work. Portrait mode will work with no problem at all, even with front camera as well. And there is a ridiculous difference in terms of
this is my friend. Go and follow him.
Camera versus the Google camera application. Same goes with
follow my friend.
What blows my mind is that it's
Go and follow
even
my
better
friend.
result than my Galaxy S10 Plus
Go
and
and
my
follow my
iPhone
friend.
XS Max. This is again no joke, guys. This is taken
Subscribe to his channel and my
camera
channel.
application. You can see the result is amazing, and it's even comparable to the Pixel 3 XL. And just overall, the portrait images from the back camera, purely based on software using the main lens, is producing really sharp images. I'm not a big fan of Samsung skin tones. They always look a bit washed out to me. So Google is definitely doing something better here. You do have more clarity around the image overall. For videos, I still recommend using the built-in camera app. You can record 4K videos at 30 frames per second. Really fast, ridiculous autofocus speed. Just amazing. And thanks to the Google camera application, you can take better portrait images, which are actually better than live focus images that you normally get, because there's less softening, and I definitely do recommend this. I'm actually impressed how well this Google camera works on this older Note FE phone with this older Exynos chip. Now, the S Pen that comes with the Galaxy Note FE is almost as good as the pen that you get with the Note 9 minus the Bluetooth features, so you get all the tools you need from creating a simple note to the Smart Select feature, which allows you to select a certain area on your screen, and you can basically take a screenshot or even make a GIF of that particular area. It still has the main features, just the Bluetooth is missing. Now, in terms of the battery life, this is where you're definitely going to see a huge improvement on the current flagship phones. And I'm actually getting 4 hours of screen on time. It's a decent battery time. It should be able to survive the day, but don't expect too much out of it. Still, 4 hours of screen on time on an old 2016 phone is pretty good in my opinion. But yeah, the flagship phone of 2016 is still an amazing phone in 2019. At a $250 price, I think this phone is doing crazy good when it comes to features. And I'm not saying that you should go ahead and buy it. I mean, if you are on that tight budget, this could actually be on your list. If you spend extra more, like more than $300, you should be able to get a Galaxy S8. But the point of this video is to show you guys that this is indeed the best phone of the older design era. They're still able to check most of the marks, and thanks to the new One UI official update, things are looking really good. Again, if you are that tight on budget, if you want a Samsung phone that runs One UI and has a really good camera, then this might actually be a good deal for you. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I really had fun making these videos, taking a look back at some of the OG phones. So this is one of them. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.